Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the first ever Media Jolt episode 1. This is a show where we're going to be going through books and giving you our reviews on them and what we think, and giving you a rating on the book. And we'll be giving you links in the description box to the right of this video, telling you where you can go to get that book through Barnes & Noble. We'll also do movies sometimes, maybe a few books, a few movies a day. That's how it goes. So why don't we start off today? Now, let's go to our first book. I think this is a good one. One of my good ones. Holes by Louis Satcher. Let's get a close-up. I got the movie edition. Same book, just got the movie picture. The movie was great too. Holes. So, why don't you give us a little synopsis of this book, Abby?
Okay, so basically it's this kid and he's accused of stealing some shoes, and so he's a choice of going to jail or he can go to this
Camp.
this camp for bad kids.
Camp, yeah.
Camp
Green
and so
Lake.
he goes to Camp Green Lake, and there's just a lot of adventures there, and you'll have to read the book to find out.
You gotta read the book. We'll try not to spoil anything. If we do, we'll put a little spoil alert on the bottom of the video if we ever go into something. Accidentally, it might happen. Spoil alert.
So just be ready.
Just be ready to pause it if you'd like this book. Okay, so I like this book. One of my favorites. You?
It's a very good book.
Same.
Yeah,
one of my all-time favorites.
Very
Great
good.
book. Stanley Yelnats. I just remember when I first read this, Stanley was just so cool. He was like the outcast at the camp, whatever. Just a cool guy. Who didn't want to be Stanley Yelnats?
And if you'd like, you could check out the kind of sequel-y kind of book to it, Small Steps, which is also good.
So, but also, what else about this book? It was just good. All around good.
It's kind of mystery-ish.
It's like, it also does little things where it goes back in time. There's also a story that they go, and then, it's one of those books at the end, it just goes, and it all just connects together. And they end the book really good. I mean, there's an ending, a final ending. If you're not a fan of, what's going to happen next, cliffhanger books, this is really, the sequel goes off in another area, but this is like the only book, so it's finished. You can read whatever, 200-something pages it has. 225 pages, and you're done. You know what happens, everything. So I'd say final rating for this book. We're doing this on the spot, by the way.
I'd say 4 stars, man. Maybe 3.5.
What are we doing out of 5?
Let's do like a movie 4.
Out of 4?
And we can use halves.
I'm going 4 out of 4 stars.
Definitely 4.
Check this book out. We'll give you a link to buy it.
It's a classic.
Buy it.
Okay, this brings us to our next book. Gregor the Overlander. Okay, and we didn't particularly like this book, and here's Sam to get a synopsis of it and a close-up.
Gregor the Overlander. This is the original copy. I think there's other ones. Original. Unlike Holes, original copy right here. Kind of neat. I think I got it at a book fair when I was like 5. No, not really. Okay. So, this book, it's about a kid, and his name is Gregor. And his dad is gone. We read this book a long time ago. I'm just giving you what I remember. His dad is missing, and then he finds an underworld underneath his laundry room. And there's rats live there and cockroaches, and there's animals fighting each other.
But they're big,
all
they're alive and they
Titan
talk.
War. They're alive and they talk. Talking
they're
rats.
They're big, huge.
Isn't that every kid's nightmare? And they just have a little adventure down there, and there's a mystery about his dad, and there's 4 more books, and this book, I read the second and third, and I literally got to the 4th one, and started reading it, and it was just one of those books, tossed it to the side, never looked at it again. It's up here somewhere, I haven't looked at it again. By the way, this is my bookshelf.
This is the
bookshelf. This is our
Media Jolt library.
Totally bookshelf right here, awesomeness. Alright, so, honestly, I don't know. What do you think about it?
I thought it was. I thought it was an okay book, the first one. Yeah. But we're kind of going on the whole series here, and generically, I didn't think it was. I thought it kind of got boring and hard to follow at points. So
it's one of those creepy, And so there's also parts. There's little. He brings his 2-year-old sister to the underworld, basically, to like the underworld. Like, look at the pictures on there. Does that look like a place for like a little girl to be? There's like she's gonna be kidnapped by like, cockroaches or something. I don't even know. Like, and Gregor's like fine with it. He's like they're all like happy that she's there. I'm like, wouldn't you be scared for your little freaking sister like in the underworld? Come on, really.
So our overall ranking on this, we decided to give it
2.5.
2.5.
Out of 4. No, I mean that's being generous. If it wasn't so like kind of well written, it'd be a 2 or 1.5, honestly. All right, guys, close up the show today. We're gonna do a little movie review, and the movie we're gonna do is
Ghost Town.
Ghost Town. Kind of came out, I think, 2008. But anyway, here's a poster. I'll put it on there. All right, Adam. So why don't you give us a little what's this movie about?
Okay.
Give us a taste of
Here's
the movie.
okay.
It's kind of weird. Okay.
Okay. It's like, there's this guy, and he goes to get a colonoscopy because he's getting kind of old. And first of all, he's got like a British accent. Yeah. And
He's rude. He's a rude dude.
And so he goes. He's kind of sour and not very nice. And so he gets a colonoscopy, and in the process of it, he dies for like a minute or so. I'm not sure. He dies. Like, and then he comes back to life, and then and then they kind of resuscitate him, and he kind of comes back to life, and then he wakes up and he doesn't know what happens, and suddenly he starts seeing like the ghost of people who had unfinished business in this world.
That's what this movie gives
and
you.
Nobody else
gives you the definition that a ghost is a person that has died and been returned to Earth because they have unfinished business. So if you die and you don't have unfinished business, then you go to heaven right away, but otherwise you're a ghost, you have to finish it, so you stay on Earth to try to fix it, but really the ghost can't talk to anybody. So when this dude shows up that can see him, they're like, all the ghosts just start following him, you know.
Because they want him to finish their business. We're like, oh, go tell my daughter that, whatever.
Do this. And there's this one guy that he buddies up with, and his wife.
We're not going to say too much.
He has a wife, and the guy's wife is like, got another man after he died. And
we don't, you watch the movie. It's decent. It's a pretty good movie.
I like it. And it's really, it's Ricky Gervais and Tia something.
Got some funny moments in there.
What's her name? Greg Kinnear.
Some humor put in there.
Everybody knows Ricky Gervais from the original Office. He's a funny dude. I need to check out some more of his movies because he's really a funny guy. But he's one of those guys that he plays in every movie, every show. He's like
nearly the
same guy. Ricky Gervais, the guy. He's in Night at the Museum. He's like the manager.
It's the same guy, uptight and kind of,
That's just good.
And so,
funny stuff.
Our stars on that, we decided to give it 3 stars.
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4 stars.
And by the way, so we're doing out of 4 because that's even for books, everything
and
we're doing
songs,
4.
whatever magazines,
anything we review out of 4 because that's just how we do it. If you have any questions about that, I'm sorry, we're not answering it. It's out of 4, okay?
Okay, 4.
Live with it. That concludes our first ever Media Jolt. Pretty good, huh?
Okay.
Media Jolt. So hopefully, maybe we'll try to get these out every Sunday. I don't know.
Yeah, just
Sundays.
Just stay posted.
Sundays or Mondays, whenever we get this one out. So just keep this up, and just keep your friends. We want to get this to be a big thing. I think it's going to be a really good thing.
Click that orange button.
We're working this for you. Subscribe.
Click the orange button.
Start right now. Just start subscribing.
Just click the button. Just click it.
Just do it, and that will be helpful to us.
Okay,
Show this to your friends. It's hard to start something off. We're just totally starting this off, not really doing anything before. Show this to your friends. Media Jolt, episode 2 coming out later. To be continued.